batting fifth. Mark Ayers, the first baseman, batting sixth. Ty Kowalski is going to be in the 7th spot behind the dish. Nick Jimners, second baseman, batting 8th. And Marco Munoz, batting 9th, playing right field. On the mound for the Pumas, Anthony Valenza. In the defensive alignment for your Corndogs, Billy Jones holding down second base. Adam Walters in center. John Connors batting third at first. Jackson Petsky in left field, batting fourth. Nolan Lasky in the DH spot today. Drew Costiba in right field, batting sixth. Ryder Fernandez at third base. Max Finn at the shortstop in place of Christian Holmes, and Josh McGowan behind the plate. And starting on the mound for the first time in 2025 is Aslan Farinelli as we get set to go. First pitch from Farinelli, fouled back to the screen, and he's quickly ahead 1-0.
As you said, Farinelli, this is the first time we've seen him all year. He's a recent graduate of Crown Point High School from last year, it looked like. Goes to Ohio Northern University. The Polar Bears, they are D3.
0-1 from Farinelli. Goes for the outside, can't get it. And it's 2-0, or 1-1.
From the scouting report, you told me from last year, it sounds like he was arguably the best pitcher for the Corndogs, so I'm excited to see him today.
Yeah, part of the very solid pitching staff from last year as he gets a swing and a miss on the 1-1. 2 strikes now on Ryan O'Farrell, leadoff man for the Pumas.
That was a beautiful break on that ball right there. Kept O'Farrell guessing.
1-2 from Farinelli. Fastball outside,
Ooh.
Can't get it. 2-2.
Oh, he rang him up.
Rang him up on it. Very late call, and Farinelli starts it off with a strikeout. I had already looked away before the umpire made the call, but Farinelli will take it, and there's 1 out to start the first.
Yeah, no, you looked away, and I was still just like waiting for the next pitch, and then he did it super late. I'm like, oh, strike 3.
Michael McDowell now with 1 out here. First pitch from Farinelli in the dirt, ball 1.
Talking to the coach of the Pumas before the game, he had told me they have a 43-year-old and a 47-year-old in the lineup today, so that'll be definitely interesting to see.
Absolutely. 1-0. Saw it off to the shortstop. Max Finn. Throw to first in time. Nice and easy to John Connors for the second out of the inning. And Farinelli working very quick here.
Farinelli off to a great start. He's got his defense behind him there. Christian Holmes did not make it today, so the reliable Max Finn, who played third base the last home game, is moved over to short, and he's off to a solid start over there.
Ryan Vesa with 2 outs. Farinelli looking to set up the Pumas 1-2-3 in the first. First pitch to Ryan Vesa. Curveball, sawed. It'll be Billy Jones for the third out of the inning. Very quick working Aslan Farinelli as he sits them down in order to start the game. You'll see the Corndogs in the bottom of the second. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jed TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first here. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason in the booth, and Billy Jones is going to lead it off for the Corndogs here. After a very efficient first inning of work from Aslan Farinelli, see if the Corndogs bats can come along with it. First pitch from Anthony Valenza, taken inside for ball 1.
We see Billy Jones at the plate. He's the traditional leadoff hitter. He's speedy. He's going to get on base in any way. And last time we saw him, I think he had, 3 or 4 walks?
Yeah.
One of the most patient players you'll see in the box.
Popped back over the screen, 1-1.
You know, for sure, Billy Jones is one of the most poised players you'll see in the box. Just patient, won't swing at anything out of the zone. And he's also very reliable on defense. Just a great all-around ball player. Can play all over the diamond, it seems.
1-1 here from Valenza. Fastball, outside, ball 2. Another great take from Billy Jones. Competitive pitch, trying to paint that outside corner. Valenza couldn't quite get it there, and Jones had no intention of swinging at that one. 2-1. Squares out like he's going to bunt. Takes it for strike 2.
You know, the umpire looks like he likes that outside corner on the plate, and he's calling it a little late, I'm noticing, especially in that first strikeout.
Making it a little tough on us here. 2-2 from Anthony Valenza to Billy Jones. This one lined right back up the middle. It'll be a leadoff single for Billy Jones in the first, and the Corndogs have their leadoff man aboard.
Billy Jones, when he's on base, he's also another dangerous base runner as well. He will steal, and as we've pointed out all year, you pointed out to me, after the first throw over, he normally steals right away, right after. So gets in that pitcher's head, gets his nerves going, and then boom, gone. And he's safe at 100% rate this season so far. I don't think he's been caught.
Adam Walters with a man on first. Billy Jones, huge lead as that one's fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1.
I was going to say, I don't think I saw Valenza even look over there at Billy Jones.
And that's something you definitely got to be careful of, because even on the first pitch, Billy Jones was halfway to second on his secondary lead.
You know, he's got a big old lead down there. Let's see if he takes another one here.
Checked up on him a little bit there, did Valenza for the first time. Nice, easy pick just to check up on him.
Yeah, just kind of lobbed it over there.
Let him know that he sees him over there on first. Now here's the 0-1 to Adam Walters. Jones dancing around. Fouled to the right side again, and it's 0-2. Walters quickly in a hole here. We'll see how quickly Anthony Valenza can finish it off.
You know, Adam Walters, good defensive player, but also doubles as a pitcher. He was the opening day starter for the Corndogs this year and had a pretty solid start.
Payoff pitch from Valenza. Long pause. Here it is. Curveball popped back over the screen, and it's still 0-2. Walters fouls off that one low in the zone and stays alive to see another one.
I will say with these Corndogs hitters, they are pesky. They are going to foul it off until they either get a hit or they strike out. They're gonna put up a fight till the very end.
0-2 again. Picks, checks up on Billy Jones, not in time, back in easily.
Yeah, Valencia now keeping a closer eye on Billy Jones over there at first. You think Billy goes here?
There's definitely a chance. 0-2 to Adam Walters. Big secondary to the shortstop. Ground ball. Throw to second for 1. No throw to first. They get the leadoff runner in Billy Jones. Adam Walters will be aboard first base, and there's 1 out in the bottom of the first for John Connors in the 3 spot.
Looked like the Pumas tried to turn 2 there, but Billy Jones, the shortstop tried to rush it there. The shortstop McDowell just tried to rush the throw there to second to get Billy Jones in his speed, but the speedy Walters also made it there safely. So
Valenza gets the ground ball. Walters now faces the left-handed John Connors. Walters first pitch stealing. Throw down, not in time, and Walters being very aggressive early. Didn't even wait to see one before he took off for second and was in there easily.
Pulled a Billy Jones there.
You could say that, as Connors took ball 1 on that pitch.
Connors a very powerful lefty. Got a lot of pop in that bat, and if he can barrel it up, it can go.
1-0. Takes it high for ball 1. Fastball a little above the zone. Valenza didn't quite like that, but it's 2-0.
Valenza, I think, was hoping to get that call there right at the chest, but obviously not happy with the umpire.
2-0 from Valenza. Taken outside and high for ball 3. Quick 3-0 count here from John Connors.
If you're Connors here, I think you just take this pitch. because Valenza can't hit the zone right now. There you go.
Outside, ball 4, and it'll be first and second with 1 out for Jackson Petschke.
I think the first time we're seeing Petschke all year, if I'm correct.
You are correct. Petschke in his first game as a corn dog. Back-to-back lefties in the lineup. And we'll see how Valenza deals with that. He didn't seem to like facing John Connors. 4 straight balls and a walk. See what he does to Petschke here with another man on.
Ooh.
Taken inside, curveball. Went to the inside corner and missed. 1-0 here again.
It looked like Valenza's one of those rare soft-throwing righties you don't really see anymore. You see that normally out of left-handed pitchers, but a soft-throwing righty, I feel like we really don't see much.
1-0. Fastball outside for ball 2. And that's 6 straight. If you're Jackson Petschke, even on 2-0 count, I would say you take till you get a strike here.
At that point, yeah, that's what if I'm the coach, that's what I'm signaling to the whole dugout. If he keeps throwing him, just don't swing.
2-0. Fastball high and outside, ball 3.
At what point do you think the manager comes out and talks to his pitcher here?
Well, nobody's scored yet. 1 out, first and second. I'd say he's got a little bit of a leash to work with here, but if he walks, Petschke, that at least gets shorter.
There we go.
Fastball high in the zone for strike 1.
I think that would have been a strike either way.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there from Valenza.
Hopefully that might get him back in that rhythm. But the Corndogs are threatening really early here.
3-1 to Petschke with 2 men on. Ball 4 outside, and the bases are loaded. With 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
Now bring up number 24, Nolan Lasky, another powerful bat in this lineup. Normally the first baseman getting the start at the DH, getting the day off in the field. Lasky, big, tall dude. He can, if he barrels it up, like I said, it'll go far.
Yeah, big right-hander. I believe he started all 5 games so far at first base for the Corndogs. And he's getting a little bit of a rest here, like you said, in the DH spot.
But John Connors at first today. The Corndogs really threatening early here. Bags loaded.
1 away here for Nolan Lasky. First pitch he sees from Valenza. Curveball dropped it right in for strike 1.
Beautiful pitch there from Valenza.
Yeah, froze him on that one. I believe that was the first off-speed pitch he's thrown on the first pitch of the at-bat, excuse me. Goes inside with the curveball again, and it's 0-2.
I was going to say, he tried to get him there, and Lasky down 0-2 here. Going to have to choke up and protect.
Sees a righty and immediately calms down. He gets sawed off, but this is going to drop in the gap. Nolan Lasky bloop single over the second baseman, and that's going to score 1. Corndogs go station to station, but it's 1-0 Corndogs.
Yeah, no, that ball drops in no man's land out between the second baseman, the center fielder, and the right fielder. And if you said the last game the Corndogs played, they won by a score of, I think you said 19-3.
19-2.
So their bats are waking up, and they are hot right now.
Drew Costiba coming to the plate with the bases loaded. His first game as a Corndog. First at bat as a Corndog. We'll see what he does as he takes ball 1 in the dirt from Anthony Valenza on the curve.
This is a big spot for Costiba, in this spot. Bags loaded. This is where you can make a big impact in your first game here for the Corndogs.
1-0 from Valenza. Fastball as this is shot deep and foul. That ball got out in here in a hurry, but it's 1-1.
Costiba looks like he's got some pop in that bat right there.
That was a shot.
That was hit with some force.
Very foul, but very hard off the bat of Drew Costiba there.
Yeah, I noticed when you said Valencia, he really doesn't seem like he likes pitching to lefties.
1-1 here. Taken inside, ball 2. Great eye from Costiba, as that was very close to that inside corner, but he laid off it.
He looked like he was asking the umpire where that was there for the ball, for the call for the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike, and the bases loaded. Pitch from Valenza. Taken inside corner, strike 2.
Ooh. So it looks like this umpire likes the inside and the outside corners of the plate.
2 pitches looked very close. 1 called a strike, 1 called a ball. And we'll see the payoff here. to Drew Costiba. This one to the shortstop. We're going to see a 6-4 throw to first, not in time. Another run will score. John Connors comes in. 2-0 Corndogs. And it's going to be runners on the corners with 2 outs for Ryder Fernandez in his first game as a Corndog.
Seeing a lot of new Corndogs, a lot of new faces in the lineup today. Trying a lot of new stuff is the head coach. So, and it's working out in their favor right now, so they can't complain. I wouldn't complain.
Fernandez playing third today for the Corndogs. First and third here, 2-0. First pitch he sees taken way high and inside for ball 1. Crowding the plate a little bit there was Fernandez. See if that manages to brush him back at all.
I don't think so. He still looks like he's crowding it a little bit.
1-0. Curveball outside, very sharp. A little too sharp. Ended up outside the zone, 2-0.
They're getting to Valencia early here in this bottom of the first.
2-0 pitch to Fernandez. Swung on.
Oh.
Going to be his back pick to first, not in time. Hanging out off the bag a little bit was Drew Costiba. But it'll be 2-1, still with runners on first and third. 2 outs here.
Yeah, the catcher Ty Kozlowski throwing down to first there to Mark Abers at first.
Way outside. That's a wild pitch. Runner's going to move to second. 3-0 now.
I just got by Kowalski behind the plate.
Fernandez not seeing a whole lot to swing at here. 3-1 count. Man on second. It's 3-0 Corndogs.
Corndogs hoping to bat around here.
Takes this pitch. Line snagged. What a play from third base to end the inning. Corndogs put up 3 in their bottom of the first. We're going to head to the top of the second. Corndogs leading 3-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on JED TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. As the Corndogs get up to a 3-0 lead in the first, Aslan Farinelli looking to continue his dominance as he went 1-2-3 with the Pumas in the top of the first. First pitch to Gio Lashetto, ball 1 in the dirt. Farinelli, I believe, only threw 7 pitches in that top of the first inning, recorded 3 outs very quickly, goes ball 2 outside here to Lashetto.
Almost an immaculate inning. Like, that was a beautiful inning by Farinelli, and he's hoping to keep that hot start going, but he's down 2 balls here.
Goes outside again, can't get it. Lashetto just sitting there and looking at him right now. 3 balls, no strikes.
Farinelli kind of got that sidearm, just like a little bit of a sidearm when it's throwing motion. Oh,
Goes outside. Gets it that time.
There we go.
3-1.
To be honest, I thought that was ball 4 because I didn't think the umpire didn't signal anything real quick. So I was like, is that ball 4?
Very late calls from the umpire here. 3-1. Outside. This one popped foul out of play. And it's 3-2. Farinelli trying to battle back here.
I was going to say, Farinelli doing a great job of battling back here in the count, making it favorable kind of for him here.
3-2 from Farinelli to the DH, Gio Luchetto. Fastball grounded to Max Finn at shortstop. Throw to first in time. Aslan Farinelli battles back to get the first out of the inning.
As I said, Corndogs down Christian Holmes today, but Max Finn going to step in right away and just play great defense. That's all he's done all year for the Corndogs. Along having a good bat in the lineup of Finn. Looks like he's known for his glove first right now.
Left fielder Dimitri Spartharikis now up for the Pumas. Farinelli's going to step off.
Some interesting names in this Puma lineup.
Oh, yeah. One away here. First pitch from Farinelli. Curveball popped up down the right sideline. Out of play. Strike one.
Farinelli off to even a good start in this half of the inning. Like, he is definitely shoving right now.
Battled back from that 3-2. Now he's got one strike. Curveball dropped it in perfectly for strike two.
Farinelli is off to a scorching start here. I mean, granted, it's the first 2 innings, but he's off to a hot start right now.
Payoff from Farinelli. Curveball again. This one's grounded up the middle. Fielded by Billy Jones to his right. Pick at first. Got him! What a defensive play by Billy Jones and the pick by John Connors. Billy Jones ranging towards the middle. Backhanded it, got the throw to first, and John Connors took it off his shoelaces for out number 2.
Like I said, Billy Jones, great speed as you saw that the athleticism getting to that ball and just throwing it like off the motion. Like Billy Jones is an all-around great baseball player in my opinion.
First baseman Mark Ayers up now with 2 outs. First pitch from Farinelli taken outside, ball 1.
Farinelli trying to get that outside call, looks like again.
1-0. This time gets the outside fastball, but it's laced right back up the middle by Ayers for the first base runner of the night for the Pumas. Man on first, 2 outs for catcher Ty Kowalski.
Yeah, Farinelli Ayers seeing Farinelli pretty good there. Farinelli kind of left it down the middle. Ayers shoots it right back up the middle, right to Walters for a single, with 2-out single.
Tried to get back to that outside fastball there and just got too much of the plate. And that was about as clean a single as you can get there for Mark Ayers. Left-handed Ty Kowalski now coming to the plate for the Pumas with 2 outs and a man on first.
I think you don't really see a lot of left-handed catchers.
Usually not. It'd make a throw down to first pretty easy.
Yeah.
0-0 pitch.
Ooh.
Saw it off. Strike one. Went inside with the fastball, inside and low. Kowalski couldn't even get a piece of it.
I was going to say Kowalski was swinging for the fences there.
0-1 from Farinelli. Fastball right down the middle. Fouled into the ground. 0-2 count now.
Farinelli's kind of toying with Kowalski here, so I think it's going to be fastball here. Maybe off speed, I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to go fastball.
Farinelli shaking off a couple. 0-2 to try and finish off the inning. Fastball in the dirt for ball 1.
Farinelli trying to stay down low, it looks like, and trying to get Kowalski to chase.
1-2 now from Farinelli. Big leg kick.
Ooh.
Way high, wild pitch. This one's to the wall, and Mark Ayers going to head to second uncontested. That one just got away from Farinelli. Might have been trying to go to that high heat to tie up Kowalski, and that was several feet over the head of Josh McGowan.
Yeah, it doesn't look like McGowan and Farinelli were really on level with the spot there. Like they weren't seeing eye to eye with the spot there, and it just shoots over his head.
2-2 count. Inside, it gets behind McGowan again. Ayers is going to head for third. And now it's a full count with 2 outs here. I missed our first Deuces Wild of the game there, but I'm going to count it anyway.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, man on third now. Just off 2 consecutive wild pitches. Farinelli now with a man in scoring position trying to get out of the inning. 3-2. Popped back over the screen, hit the press box. and Kowalski stays alive to see another one.
To be honest, I thought that was coming. At first, I thought it was going to die and come right in here, but I was like, oh, no.
3-2 from Farinelli to Kowalski. Swung on and missed. Inside fastball from Farinelli, and he escapes what kind of turned into a jam there off the 2 wild pitches. He escapes with no damage done. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Corndogs still leading 3-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We're here in the bottom of the second. Corndogs leading 3-0, and it'll be Max Finn, the shortstop tonight, leading it off here in the Corndogs half of the second.
Corndogs looking to keep their hot bats going right now, getting some more runs on the board.
First pitch of the inning from Anthony Valenza. Swung on high and inside, and I believe fouled back for strike one.
I was going to say, it looked like it hit off the end of his bat there almost.
It's a strike either way.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell if he got a piece of that or if it was just mishandled by the catcher.
Yeah, me neither. But, yes, Finn down 0-1 early.
Valenza working from his windup now. Curveball fouled down the right field line, out of play for strike two. And Valenza quickly gets ahead of Max Finn here.
Valenza looks a lot more calm in this half of the inning, but granted, like we said, it's a righty. He looks a little more uncomfortable against lefties, but we'll see how he faces them later in the game.
Payoff from Valenza. Fastball inside, couldn't get it there. Very good pitch, though. 1-2.
It's a beautiful pitch, but I've noticed something with his curveball. It like swoops in, almost hits him, and then it just breaks at the last second. It is a nice curveball.
1-2. Goes to the outside fastball. Can't get it there either, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Max Finn. Max Finn looking to battle back from that 0-2 count.
You know, it looks like Valenza's trying to get that call, like we said, on the outside and inside part of the plate right now. So
2-2. Curveball way inside, almost hits Finn. 3-2 now.
I thought that got a piece of him there.
It definitely could have. Max Finn was generous and moved out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
He could be standing on first base right now. But everybody wants to hit, not walk, and I respect
exactly.
it.
The same.
3-2 from Valenza. Outside fastball.
There we go.
He'll walk anyway, and Max Finn is aboard first base.
Finn, way to battle back in that lineup. Way to battle back in that at-bat there. And he just wins it. He just wins it all in the end.
Catcher Josh McGallen now with a man on first and nobody out. First pitch from Anthony Valenza. Hits McGallen there, and it'll be first and second after McGallen sees only one pitch.
McGallen did not look the happiest there after he got hit at all. Granted, who would be, but he looked a little bit upset. I don't blame him. That looked like it hurt.
We'll bring up leadoff hitter Billy Jones with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Jones singled back up the middle in his first at bat.
This is the part of the order you want up right now, and this is the guy you want up right now. We saw him make that great play at second earlier, so let's hopefully see some in the box again.
Takes ball one high from Valenza.
As we said, Billy Jones is very, very, very patient at the plate. He's not going to swing at garbage, as some people would call it.
1-0. Way outside, ball two.
Looked like Valenza almost slipped off the mound there on the delivery a little bit right after.
No, it has been raining here in Crown Point, Indiana for the last couple days. Field condition looks pretty good right now, but they're down there. We're not. There could be something going on. 2 balls, no strikes to Billy Jones. He'll take it inside for strike one. Good pitch there from Valenza. Dropped it in the inside corner.
I thought that was going to be ball 3 there, I'm not going to lie.
It was close. 2-1 now. Checking up on his runners. And here's the pitch. This one fouled back over the screen, and it's 2-2. Valenza dropped in that fastball lower half of the zone. Billy Jones chopped it back out of play. And Valenza's right back from the 2-0 start.
We got a deuces wild.
Nope.
Oh.
No outs.
No outs. Oh.
2-2 here.
My bad.
This one fouled down the right field line. It'll get out of play. Billy Jones fights off another one to stay alive. Still 2-2.
Billy Jones being a really pesky hitter at the plate here for Valenza, running up that pinch count, making him tired.
That's been a theme with the Corndogs so far this year, making opposing starters throw a lot of pitches and knocking them out of games early. 2-2 from Valenza. Curveball. This one driven into left center field. It will get down in the gap. That's going to score at least one. Coach is going to hold Billy Jones at third, but it's an RBI double for not Josh McGowan, for Billy Jones, excuse me, as he stays red hot at the plate.
Yeah, Billy Jones, him and Christian Holmes have been the best players in the lineup for the Corndogs this year. Billy Jones, swinging a hot bat, plays great defense, great on the bases. Christian Holmes, he's not here today, but he is off to a great start. And we're going to see a pitching meeting. We're going to see a coach come out to talk to Valenz here. What do you think the message is here?
I think he's just got to get him to settle down. Looking towards the dugout, this could be the last we see of Anthony Valenza here.
That would be a very early takeout for Valenza.
Looks like he's going to stay out there, try to lock it in here as the Corndogs lead 5-0. Runners on second and third. Josh McGowan and Billy Jones aboard after the double from Jones just now. And it'll bring up Adam Walters with nobody out.
Adam Walters played great defense, and I believe he had a single up the middle last time.
Yes, he did.
Well, right back at the pitcher.
Leadoff pitch here from Valenza. Taken way inside, ball one.
Yeah, Valenza really, I don't know if it's a command issue or what it is right now, but he's pitching really inside right now against some of these Corndog hitters.
1-0 here with 2 in scoring position for Adam Walters. Drops in the curveball, strike one.
Beautiful curveball there from Valenza.
If he could command that more often, it would be dirty. Nobody's touched it so far.
I was going to say exactly. That pitch would be disgusting if the command was just a little bit there.
1-1.
There we go.
This one popped into left field, very high. Under it, McGowan set to tag. He'll head home, throw to the plate. Not in time. Throw to third. Billy Jones hung up. Big throw from the third baseman, and Billy Jones is tagged out. It'll score a run, and it's an RBI sac fly. And it turns into a double play for Adam Walters. Now 2 outs here, but it's 6-0 for John Connors.
Great play there by Ayers, though, to cut it off and get Billy Jones at third. It was a beautiful – I give Ayers a lot of credit on that just to come across the field for up first base to cut that off. But doesn't really matter because the Corndogs are up 6-0 right now in the second inning.
Connors way outside on that pitch, and it's a quick 1-0 count here.
So this is his first lefty he's facing second time around. So let's see how Valencia does against another a lefty.
1-0. Connors up on the plate. Drops in. Strike one off the curve. Went to the back door. Got it to the inside part of the plate for strike one. Connors took it looking.
You know, Connors, I believe, walked last time he was up.
1-1 pitch. In the dirt. Ball two. Easy take for Connors there. Fastball buried below the zone.
And as we said, the Corndog hitter's patient. They're not going to swing it a lot, and they're going to fall off. They're going to foul off a lot of pitches and try and wear you down.
2-1 from Valenza.
Ooh.
Got it. Bottom half of the zone. Strike two. And it's our second deuces wild
There
of
we
the
go.
game here in the bottom of the second.
There we go. What did we get to last time? What, 10 or 11?
I think we got to 10
Oof.
against the Beavers.
That was a crazy game.
2-2 payoff. Dribbled foul by Connors to stay alive.
Just a great way to get your bat. Just a good way to get your bat on that. Just to not go down swinging. So
Acted like he might have hit himself with
Right.
that. I don't know if he fouled it off.
I was going to
his
say
foot,
he might have hit himself.
but he stayed alive. 2-2 again from Valenza. Long pause, and the pitch. Goes inside. Got the pitch he was looking for.
was
Rings
beautiful.
up Connor looking. And Anthony Valenza gets out of the game, or gets out of the inning, with another 3 runs put up by the Corndogs. We'll head to the top of the top of third with Corndogs leading 6-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Ordered in
To generations of clients is what sets Sentier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Sentier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Sentier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Sentier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Sentier apart. Sentier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We're in the top of the third here. Corndogs leading the new Lenox Pumas 6-0. Aslan Farinelli coming back out for his third inning of work. Very solid in the first two.
I was going to say, has he even reached 20 pitches yet, you think?
I think he got over 5. He had a single given up in that last inning.
Yeah.
In correction, it's 5-0, Corndogs. As he gets strike one, looking outside corner to Nick Timmons, second baseman tonight.
That Farinelli curveball or changeup, I can't tell what it is right now, but it is beautiful. And is breaking just wait.
Swung on and missed. Second pitch looked like a slider, not as much depth as the curve. Slider to the outer part of the plate. Timmons bites on it, and it's quickly 0-2. Farinelli continues to deal. Fastball rung him up right down the middle. Beautiful pitch by Farinelli as he quickly gets his first out of the third.
Farinelli just ringing him up, making Nick Timmons just sit there and look at it and not know what to do.
Now he's going to see the lefty Mateo Munoz, right fielder tonight, in the second leadoff spot for the Pumas. First pitch, outside fastball, ball one.
Wonder if Munoz is a faster player, because you see coaches like to do that where they'll put in the 9-hole, they'll put one of their speedy players And then at the top of the order, they'll do the same thing.
This one chopped foul, and it's 1-1. Inside fastball there from Farinelli. Munoz got a piece of it, sent it foul down the left field line.
Farinelli has just been unhittable this game so far. Like, it's been great to watch.
1-1, fouled back to the screen again. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and Farinelli's right where he wants to be once again.
Yeah, Munoz trying to battle to stay in, but Farinelli just going a quicker approach, not setting as much, I feel like.
This one to Max Finn at shortstop. Nice, easy play. Got him. Good stretch by John Connors, and that ended up being a little bit closer than I thought it was going to.
No.
Finn took his time a little bit with the throw. Still got him, and there's still 2 outs now in the top of the third.
Yeah, Max Finn just kind of taking his time over there, letting Munoz get down the line a little quicker than you would normally see, but he makes the play ultimately. And yeah, Munoz was he was speedy. I will say that. He had a little speed behind him.
Ryan O'Farrell, 2 outs here. First pitch from Farinelli, curveball outside, swung on and missed, strike 1.
That curveball from Farinelli, again, is disgusting.
0-1 here. O'Farrell struck out looking his first time up. The 0-1 pitch fouled back over the screen, out of play. Farinelli quickly ahead, 0-2 here again.
Farinelli sitting these Pumas hitters up and down, left and right.
Payoff pitch from Aslan Farinelli with 2 out in the third. In the dirt, ball 1.
I thought that was a little higher than it was, so I thought that was going to be strike 3. I was like, man,
still
I'm ready.
I don't hate that pitch there.
Oh, I don't either.
Goes to the chase.
It was a smart idea to throw that there.
Farinelli 1-2 in the dirt again, and we'll get our third Deuces Wild
There
of
we
the
go.
game here in the top of the third.
Yeah, it looks like Farinelli's looking to try and get him to chase here.
2-2 to O'Connell. Fouled back to the screen. He'll stay alive.
Looked like he almost kind of just threw his bat out there to swing at it.
Well, that was a beautifully located fastball by
beautiful.
Farinelli.
Mhm.
You got to swing at that. It's outer half of the plate. It's not a pitch you like to
No,
swing
not
at,
at
but
all.
in that situation, you have to do something with
I
it.
think he planned on swinging, and then he saw it, and he was like, all right, I just got to swing now.
2-2, spiked. Full count now.
Just got over Farinelli's head there.
McAllen overthrew Farinelli.
Getting a little excited behind the plate.
Full count worked by Ryan O'Farrell with 2 away here in the top of the third.
O'Farrell.
Trying to break up the dominance that has been Aslan Farinelli so far this game.
No, Farinelli has been dominating the Puma lineup.
3-2. Popped straight up in the air. It's going to be Max Finn underneath it. It's short. He'll pull it in, and Farinelli sits him up 1-2-3 as we head to the Corndogs' bottom of the third, leading 5-0 over the new Lenox Pumas. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jed TV and Region Sports Network.
Quarter professionals.
Hold up, now do what you do. Get loud, go ahead, get loose. Get down to business, tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields here in the bottom of the third. Corndogs leading the new Lenox Pumas 5-0. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason Waters in the booth. And Jackson Petchke is going to lead it off in the third for the Corndogs against Anthony Valenza, still out there doing work. Takes the first pitch he sees for strike 1 on the outside corner to the left-handed Jackson Petchke.
Valencia looks a lot more calmer, it looks like, in the past couple innings. Still a little weary, looks like, against lefties, but he looks a lot more calm and a little more controlled.
Goes fastball down the middle, and it's fouled out of play down the left field line. And he didn't look comfortable against Petchke at all. Walked him in 5 pitches the first time up. But now he's quickly ahead 0-2, and we'll see how he tries to finish it.
I was going to say, it looks like he's a lot more calmer going into this inning. Ooh.
High fastball for ball 1.
Thought that was going to be a lot more inside than it was. It was just high there.
1-2 now from Valenza. Fastball inside, fought off by Jackson Petchke. Very good pitch there, and a better defensive swing. It's still 1-2.
Valencia is putting the ball in the spots he wants, but the Corndog hitters are either fouling it off or just not swinging at it.
1-2.
Ooh.
Gets behind and hits Petchke on the arm, and he's going to head down to first and have a leadoff man aboard for the Corndogs. That'll bring up Nolan Lasky, singled his first time up.
The big righty comes up in a big spot here. He could make it 7-0 on one swing of the bat.
Haven't seen any homers from him this year, but we've definitely seen the power to hit homers so far.
Yeah,
a lot of long doubles.
Long doubles.
Man aboard here, nobody out. First pitch from Anthony Valenza. Lasky takes the curveball inside for strike 1. Dropped that in there.
I don't know if I agree with that one. That's one of the only ones I don't think I've agreed with out of the umpires so far tonight.
0-1. Outside for ball 1. It's 1-1 now. Went to that fastball, left it a little too far off the plate. Lasky lets it go.
You say, it looks like he likes throwing that fastball in the outer part of the plate to try and get those outside calls.
1-1 now. Taking a couple looks over there at Jackson Petchke as he gets this curveball inside, and it's fouled deep down the right field line, out of play for strike 2.
That would have curved. If that would have stayed there a little more for Lasky, I think that could have been a home run there. 100.
Hit very hard.
Yeah.
Ended up almost out by our flagpoles here at Legacy Fields. And the 1-2 from Valenza. Drops in the curveball. Very good pitch from Valenza as he retires Lasky on strikes. 1 out now, still with 1 aboard for Drew Costiba.
Yeah, Valenza there, just a beautiful curveball to get that strike 3 call. That's what you need in that. That is what you need right there.
Froze Lasky. We'll see what Costiba can do. He walked his last time up. First pitch. Grounded down the line and foul for strike 1.
Looks like Costiba and Fernandez like the crowd to plate a little bit when they're in the box for the Corndogs.
They are not afraid to get up on the inside of that batter's
Not
box
at all.
and try to mess with Anthony Valenza a little bit. 0-1 to Costiba. Swung on curveball outside the zone, and it's 0-2.
That was a beautiful curveball from Valencia there. That was a beautiful curveball.
Drew the chase swing from Drew Costiba. Now he's looking to put away here. 0-2 count. Fastball popped up very high. Left field underneath it. Center field underneath it, and he got it. That ball hit very high in the gap. And now there's 2 outs. And the leadoff man, Jackson Petchke, still stranded aboard first base.
Yeah, Ryan O'Farrell calling for the ball there. It looks like almost last second from Dimitri out there and left.
Ryder Fernandez coming up now. Had that very hard line drive that was snared at third base to end the first inning. Now with 2 outs, and he'll take ball 1.
Yeah, his last at bat, he hit the ball. It was a great hit. It was an even better play at third base.
1-0. Swung through for strike 1. Outside fastball. Might have been a little over top of it.
Tried taking that one to the outfield there. Was Fernandez.
1-1 from Anthony Valenza. Curveball behind Ryder Fernandez. Ducks out of the way for ball 2.
You see Ryder Fernandez kind of tilt his head a little bit at the pitcher and just kind of say, "Really?" All right. I don't think it was intentional at all.
2-1 with 2 outs here. This one grounded to the third baseman. Throw to first. Nice and easy. Gets out of the inning. First scoreless frame for Anthony Valenza here. We're going to head to the Corndogs bottom of the third, leading 5-0 against the new Lenox Pumas. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Crafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and
Welcome back to the top of the fourth here. Aslan Farinelli looking to continue shutting down the Pumas as he has 3 scoreless frames up on the board right now, and it's going to be Michael McDowell leading it off in the fourth.
We've seen Mike McDowell make some good plays over there at shortstop, just some casual plays. Tried to turn the double play twice now.
This one grounded, foul down the left field line for strike 1. Farinelli gets ahead.
Yeah, McDowell just making some solid contact, battling early. I wonder if you're going to see these Puma hitters do that to try and get in ahead in the count early, or try and get on base a lot quicker here against Farinelli, who has just been dominant.
0-1 from Farinelli. Fastball grounded. Billy Jones has it at second, flipped to first, and there's one away in the first. Not in the first. One away here in the fourth. Nice, easy play for Billy Jones there.
This game is flying by, though. We still think it is the first inning. But
with as quick as Aslan Farinelli's been working,
yeah,
doesn't feel like it should be the fourth already.
I was going to say, I feel like this has definitely been the quickest game we've had all year on air. It is flying by because Farinelli is dealing.
Ryan Vesa stepping into the box now. Squares around a bunt and misses. Strike 1.
I don't know. Did he call it a strike? I'm not sure.
I believe it was strike 1.
I would hope.
That back.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch here. Goes fastball. Gets away from McGowan. 1-1 count now.
So, yeah, it makes it 1-1 here. Farinelli has had a few wild pitches, but came back after it a lot stronger than the previous two.
2-0. Curveball drops it in. Strike 2.
That was a beautiful curveball. That break is, I think Farinelli's curveball has been one of the best we've seen all season, if not the best.
1-2 count now. Fouled down the right field line, out of play, and Ryan Vesa stays alive there.
Yeah, you see Farinelli trying to get him on that curveball again. I wonder if you're going to see the fastball here or maybe that curveball again. Vega, the third baseman, playing a great third base today, too.
1-2 count. Foul.
Ooh.
Might have hit McGowan where you don't want to be hit. He's on his knees.
Yeah. Ooh, that is something. Yeah.
And Josh McGowan is going to take a second here.
I don't blame him. I'm not sure where he got hit. If it was his wrist or the spot, as you said, where you do not want to be hit. Whew. Umpire cleaning the place.
McGowan's still on his knees, but seems to be all right. Trying to shake it off.
Just needs a little breather real quick.
Feel like anyone would.
Yeah, we've all been there. I'm not quite sure where it got him. Oh, here comes the Corndogs coach. Oh, he's still down.
Might be seeing a change
Yeah.
at catcher here if Josh McGowan doesn't get up here soon.
Because you wonder if the wind just got knocked out of him or this is something more serious. Oh, looking like he's going to be okay.
Looking back.
I'm not quite sure. That was a very quick conversation.
It was a very quick exchange between McGowan and Coach Huseman. Farinelli trying to stay warm behind the mound there. He's got a 2-2 count currently working on Ryan Vesa with one away.
Looks like Coach Huseman's going into the dugout to grab his water. I think he just needs a.
Might just need a second.
Just needs a second. Yeah, I think he just lost his breath there. Got the wind knocked out of him, so he just probably needs a little refresher. Something you really don't see. Excuse me.
Players just kind of Corndogs players don't seem too worried. Just kind of standing around talking. They know what it can be like,
yeah.
But they also know there's not a whole lot they can do.
No. I thought it was a lot more serious at first. I was like, oh, like, did it hit off his, like, wrist? And I don't think it hit off his wrist.
We'll give Josh McGowan some time. We'll be right back. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Supported individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
scoop to perfection goodness.
More.
After the break, we're going to see Braylon Holland step in behind the dish for the injured Josh McGowan.
He's still down in the dugout.
Still down in the dugout, stayed down on the field for a little bit, and then was able to walk off under his own power. We're going to see Aslan Farinelli get a couple warm-ups here for him and Braylon Holland to get acquainted.
Yeah, you really never you see that not often, but I feel like a lot sometimes when you play catcher. That's one of the things you got to worry about with playing catcher. If foul ball can ricochet anywhere, and I'm not trying to laugh. It's the truth.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Braylon Holland's first game behind the plate for the Corndogs so far, been the DH in 3 of their 5 games.
I was going to say, hasn't he been DH most of the time this year?
He has not played the field yet for the Corndogs. John Connors over there on first base chatting up the umpire. Seem to be having a pretty good conversation. They've been going the whole time that Josh McGowan was down.
Yeah, no, I've just been watching around, seeing if any interesting, like if the opposing players, opposing coaches are talking to each other, if not. But no, it looks like we're going to get back to playing here.
We're going to see the return. 2-2 count on Ryan Vesa with one away here. And Aslan Farinelli is going to see how quickly he can come back from that little break.
He's got a new battery in the game, so.
2-2. Goes to the curveball. outside. Ball 3.
Farinelli going to try and send Vega down here with strike 3. I'm thinking we're going to see the curveball here.
3-2 from Farinelli.
Nope,
Fastball grounded. It'll be Max Finn cutting it off at shortstop. Throw to first in time. And Aslan Farinelli, as he has all game, had no trouble settling in there. Now there's 2 away in the top of the 4th for the designated hitter, Gio Lochetto.
You know, you like to see that with a new catcher who gets thrust into the game so quickly. Him and Farinelli being on the same page is always good things here.
Farinelli with 2 outs now. Lochetto grounded out to Max Finn at shortstop, his first time up in the 2nd inning, as this is popped way high and way foul behind the screen for strike 1.
You know, Farinelli, I feel like is almost on a first pitch strike in all of his at-bats.
It's a good way to start. 0-1 now. Fastball to Max Finn at shortstop again. Bobbles it. No throw to first, and Gio Lochetto will escape to first base safely.
Lochetto got off the hook there.
Yeah, he got lucky. That was almost the same ball he gave Max Finn in the 2nd inning, and Max Finn just bobbled that one a little too much. Now it'll be left fielder Dimitri Spartharikis with 2 outs and a man on first here.
Spartharikis got that. The center fielder almost had that fly ball, but the center fielder O'Farley called him off of it earlier in the game.
0-0 taken. Strike 1, change up right down the middle.
It's not Braylon Howell, excuse me. Farinelli has just been lights out today, simply put, in the first 4 innings.
0-1 from Farinelli. Curveball. This one laced into center field. Walters, easy, caught it at his chest. That one carried a lot more than I thought it was going to. Farinelli with another quick 3 outs in the 4th. We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th. Corndogs leading the new Lenox Pumas 5-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on JED TV and Region Sports Network.
Greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Welcome back to Legacy Fields, bottom of the 4th here. Corndogs lead it 5-0, and Anthony Valenza is going to go out there for another inning of work.
Yeah, Valenza last half of the inning finally got a scoreless inning, so he's hoping to build off of that here and get some more calls and get more back in his rhythm that he would normally probably see pitching at home.
Max Finn, the shortstop, going to lead off the 4th for the Corndogs.
Going to try and make up for that error at shortstop.
Just came off of an error, didn't hurt him too much. Walked his first time up. We'll see how he fares in the second go-round.
And then we got Braylon Holland on deck, the McGowan replacement, as McGowan still is down in the dugout. I'm wondering what's going on now.
First pitch from Valenza.
Ooh.
High, ball 1. Thought it might have dropped in there. The umpire disagreed.
I'll take the call as a Corndog fan, but I thought that was a strike for sure.
1-0. Way
Ooh.
high and inside, no doubt about that one. 2 balls, no strikes to Max Finn.
Valencia really likes to pitch inside here, up and high, I've noticed too.
2-0 now from Valenza. Fastball high, 3-0. Very close pitch there.
There's been a lot of close pitches this at-bat.
3-0 pitch to Max Finn. Fastball high again, and it's a 4-pitch walk handed to Max Finn. Second of the game for Finn, and he's aboard first to lead it off for the Corndogs.
With the way the umpire's been calling it super late, I thought that could have been a strike. I'm going to be honest. I was waiting for the strike call.
And this will be Braylon Holland in his first at-bat here tonight. designated hitter in a couple games for the Corndogs this season, so he should be pretty comfortable up there.
I was going to say, yeah, really hasn't seen him behind the plate. This is his first game behind the plate, at home at least. Did he? I don't know if he played behind the plate earlier, but yeah, McGowan out of the game, Holland behind the plate now. Ooh.
Takes the second pitch he sees right to the back, and it's first and second now. And here we see Billy Jones coming to the plate again, looking to keep his hot streak rolling.
We got some action in the Puma bullpen, so it looks like, yep, we're going to get a change here.
That is going to be the night for Anthony Valenza. We're going to see who comes in for the Pumas. We're going to go to a break during the pitching change. We'll be right back with more Corndogs baseball on JED TV and Region Sports Network.
Headquartered in Maryville, Indiana, Centier Bank continues to play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal.
Welcome back to the Corndogs, bottom of the fourth here. Ethan Ostott going to take the mound for the new Lenox Pumas in place of Anthony Valenza. He's going to face off against the top of the Corndogs lineup here, and Billy Jones had a hot night so far with a double and a single.
You know, Billy Jones off to a hot start. He's played great defense, too, over there at second.
First and second for the Corndogs.
Oh, wow. And it hits him
the
immediately.
First pitch he takes is going to be off his knee, and the bases are going to be loaded off 3 free passes.
That was one of the lightest changeup or curveballs I couldn't tell that I've ever seen thrown.
Yeah, Ostott tried to lead with the looping curveball and just left it too far inside. Got
way
a piece
too
of Billy
far.
Jones. Adam Walters to the plate now with the bases loaded and nobody out. Big swing on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. Ostott gets ahead of Walters there. Starts it with a chase pitch, and he gets Walters to bite.
It's a good way to
0-1
come
from
back.
the lefty. Ostott goes in the dirt. Ball one. Walters didn't bite on that one.
Yeah, this Corndog lineup has been a thorn in the side of the pitching staff of the Pumas today. Fouling stuff off and not swinging at stuff out of the zone.
1-1 to Walters. Right back up the middle. Second baseman takes it, steps on second, throw to first, throws it away. 2 Corndogs runs will score, and Adam Walters will head to second. Billy Jones is retired at second base, but it's now 7-0 Corndogs off the Adam Walters fielder's choice, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't score that as an error at all, but yeah, that's the second time Billy Jones has been out at second base there. But the Corndogs came to play today.
Max Finn and Josh McGowan are going to score on the play. Adam Walters will end up aboard second, and it's the lefty John Connors facing the left-handed Ethan Ostad here. Takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it back to the screen for strike one.
A little lefty-on-lefty action here, too. Feel like we haven't seen much of that this season.
One away here for Ethan Ostad with a man on second. Look at Walters. Here's the pitch. Popped into left field. Underneath it, Adam Walters. Catch is made. He's going to head back to second. Not even going to think about third. And there's 2 outs now for Ethan Ostad in the top of the fourth. It'll bring up Jackson Petschke.
See, Adam Walters kind of just watched it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think he's going to. I did not think he was going to go there at all.
Jackson Petschke walked twice. We're going to see another lefty-on-lefty matchup here. Walked twice in his first 2 at-bats. See what he can do here with Adam Walters in scoring position aboard second base. Curveball in the dirt from Ostad, ball 1.
Ostad, very soft throwing lefty, not throwing that hard.
Pitched for the Pumas last year, known as generally a more crafty type of pitcher, not trying to overpower anybody. Goes inside, can't get it there, ball 2. Very much known for his insane amount of movement on his breaking pitches, which we've seen so far.
I was going to say his.
But generally for his location, which he hasn't dialed in quite yet. Right as I say that, dials up a fastball to the outside corner on Jackson Petschke for strike 1.
He spoke it into existence.
I did speak it into existence. You can't paint a fastball much better than Ostad
Not at
did
all.
there. 2-1 to Jackson Petschke.
Ooh.
Fouled back to the screen on the curveball. It's 2-2. Is that our 5th Deuces Wild of the game today?
I believe so.
Number 5 up on the scoreboard. And Jackson Petschke's going to try to stay alive here with 1 on and 2 outs here in the 4th. Payoff from Ostad.
Oh.
Popped down the left field line and foul. But Jackson Petschke gets a good piece of it and stays alive.
You know, Petschke, see, like we said, a little lefty-on-lefty action. He's being a little pesky right now. Not letting much.
I like it.
Not letting much get in the zone or stay in the zone.
2-2 from Ostad.
There we go.
This one lined underneath the glove at second base. It's going to score from second, and it's 8-0 Corndogs. And I think they give him a single on that.
Yeah, I would.
That was up the middle. I think they give the RBI to Jackson Petschke there.
To be honest, I was excited. I'm like, all right, cool, up the middle. And then I was like, oh, no, that's an easy out. And then just got right under the glove of the second baseman there.
Nolan Lasky now with a man on first and 2 outs.
The second baseman, Nick Timmons, just got right under his glove.
Lasky with a single and a strikeout so far. Pops this one into center. It'll be O'Farrell underneath it, and the inning is over. Corndogs put up 3 in the 4th. They lead it 8-0 over the new Lenox Pumas. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
We're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We're here in the top of the 5th inning. Aslan Farinelli going out for another piece of work. It's going to be Mark Ayers leading it off for the Pumas.
You saw that Ayers at first base. The ball just got by him on a, I wouldn't even say, I'd say not even a bad throw. It just bounced weird and just pivoted.
1-0 from Farinelli. This a clean shot, snagged by.
Wow!
Throw to first. In time, stays on the back. No, he came off. What a play by Ryder Fernandez, the rookie, over there at third base, diving to his left. Throw just enough off the mark to drag Connors off the bag, and then the leadoff man will be aboard here in the 5th for the Pumas.
I thought that got past Ryder Fernandez, and no, it was a great play there.
That was almost a highlight play for the ages.
I really thought he was out there. I thought Ayers was out there at first, and he's going here.
Farinelli.
He's gone by a mile.
By a mile. Throw down to second, not even close, and Mark Ayers is thrown out at first. Farinelli gets the strike on Ty Kowalski in the process.
Kowalski grinned. He looked towards the press box, and he grinned a little bit. As soon as Ayers took off, he knew immediately he was gone.
Throw on the money from McGowan, and the 0-1 pitch from Farinelli. Swung through for strike 2.
Farinelli is on fire today.
Defense helping him out tremendously
The
when they need to.
defense has been great.
Payoff from Farinelli. Grounded right back up the middle. Farinelli snags it. Flipped to Connors, and there's 2 outs.
My adrenaline's still going from that Ryder Fernandez play.
That was almost insane.
That was a great play over there at third. That's a way to make a statement in your first game.
Absolutely. 2 away here in the 2nd for Nick Timmons.
The Crown Point local, actually, we found out.
Crown Point graduate. Aslan Farinelli looking to sit him down here with 2 outs in the 5th. Leadoff pitch goes to the fastball. Gets it on the outside corner, quickly ahead. No balls, 1 strike.
I think that this has been the best game I've seen the Corndogs play all year. They've just played as a team and been complete.
All around, offense, defense,
great.
Doing it all right now. Change up to the inside corner. Haven't seen a lot of that tonight, but he goes in the bag there. 0-2 now.
Farinelli, I think, is just playing with the Pumas at this point.
Payoff pitch. Fastball, outside corner. Wanted it, can't get it. Very close there.
I thought that was strike 3 there.
1-2 now from Farinelli. Fought off, foul down the right field line, and Nick Timmons will stay alive.
Timmons just threw his bat at the ball there just to try and foul it off. It was a perfectly put spot there by Finelli, but Timmons just swinging and fouling it off, doing anything he can to stay alive right now.
1-2 with 2 outs, and here it is from Farinelli. Fastball fouled off. Hits him, and they're going to say he didn't go all the way around on the swing. That is going to be a hit by pitch for Nick Timmons, and he's going to head on down to first base with 2 outs.
I'm assuming it got him on the hand there. It looked like it possibly could have been foul off the end of the bat, but yeah, I think they're going to score it as a hit by pitch on the hand.
If he would have went all the way around on that swing, it wouldn't have mattered. But
not at all.
Checked it up just enough to send him on down to first base, and now it's the left-handed Mateo Munoz with 2 outs and a man on. Takes strike 1 outside corner. All day on that fastball from Aslan Farinelli.
As we saw last time, Mateo Munoz has got some speed behind him, so.
0-1. Leaves it outside, ball 1.
Farinelli trying to dice him up here.
Looking a little jumpy over on first base is Nick Timmons. Trying to get in Farinelli's head. 1-1. Long look over. Here's the pitch. Dribbled. Foul down the right field line, and it's 1-2. Farinelli's ahead again.
I think Timmons does want to go, but he saw the throw from the catcher, and he was like, I don't think we should steal anymore.
That dime from Josh McGowan is a great deterrent for future base runners. 1-2 payoff from Farinelli. Fastball fouled down the left field line. He'll stay alive, and it's still 1-2. Mateo Munoz trying to make something happen here.
Just trying to get any sort of offense going for the Pumas here. Like, the Pumas have been just completely shut down by Farinelli, and it's been simply just a masterclass of a pitching performance. In his first start all year, to come out and scoreless innings, excuse me. Got caught up in my words there.
1-2 again from Farinelli. Inside, this will be a ground ball. John Connors picks it up easily. 3 outs in the top of the 5th for Aslan Farinelli. Works another scoreless frame. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th. Corndogs leading 8-0 over the new Lenox Pumas. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on JED TV and Region Sports Network.
Get down to business. Tell everyone nothing's off limits. You can have anything you want.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
To play a pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart. Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement,
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason Waters. Corndogs leading it 8-0 over the new Lenox Pumas. We're going to see Drew Costiba lead off the 5th against Ethan Ostad here. 0-0 pitch. Tries to drop in the curveball, leaves it outside. Pumas make a defensive substitution. Peyton Ablin coming into first base for Mark Ayers.
A local kid for New Lenox.
1-0. Fouled high and back over the screen and out of play, and it's 1-1.
Almost seen him make a play there if it would have stayed in the diamond. But, yeah, no. You got a string of righties coming up against the lefty here. Wonder if you're going to see a lot of contact. Or wonder what you're going to see here.
1-1 from Ostad. Outside and high, ball 2.
Ostad trying to get, like you said, trying to get those breaking balls to his advantage here, but it has not worked out in his favor.
2-1. Fastball in the dirt. Ball 3. And Drew Costiba is sitting pretty right now. 3-1 count, and he doesn't have to swing at anything he doesn't like.
No, Costiba has been very patient at the plate, and here we go.
3-1. In the
Ooh.
No, gets him on it. 3-2.
He knew it, too. You saw him throw up the hand like, I couldn't tell if that was frustration or what it was.
Costiba thought he had a walk, but we'll see the full count pitch from Ostad. This one flown very high into left field, and that will be the first out of the inning.
In left field, that is Demetrius. You're going to have to help me with this. Sprikinktis?
Dimitri Spatharakis.
Spartharak, yeah, I was way off. The handwriting is really hard on the card right here. I have, so, yeah. But that'll bring up Ryder Fernandez. So I'll make almost an electric play at third.
This one grounded to third, bobbled, throw across the diamond in time. Great play over there from third base.
Yeah, Ryan Vega has played a great defensive first base. Getting that liner earlier and getting Ryder Fernandez in time there. Vega is off to a really good start here for defensively for the Pumas.
Quick 2 outs for Ethan Ostad, and he'll face Max Finn, who's walked twice so far in this game. Takes the first pitch he sees, laces it, diving by Ryan Vega just under the glove, and it's a single, 2-out single for Max Finn here in the bottom of the 5th.
Max Finn stays hot with the bat. But, yeah, you see Ryan Vega kind of punch the ground over there, frustrated.
Braylon Holland coming to the plate now. Stepped in for the injured Josh McGowan. middle of last inning. Now he's got 2 outs with a man on here.
You know, stepping in, and Braylon Holland has played a good you saw him throw out was it Nick Timmons? Or no. It was Ayers who got subbed out of the game on an attempted stolen base, and it was a seed. Absolute seed down to second.
0-1 on the changeup. Tries to go to it again, leaves it outside. That's my mistake. I was saying McGowan threw out Ayers. McGowan isn't in the game anymore. Give Braylon Holland his credit.
Yeah.
Threw out Ayers that last inning.
We got some action in the Corndog bullpen.
1-1 popped up high. It'll stay on the infield. Shortstop's coming to the second base side, and that's the inning. Corndogs go down almost in order, and they still lead it 8-0. We're going to head to the top of the 6th. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Pivotal role in every community we serve. Beginning with a single location in 1895 to serving 13 counties across Indiana, Centier Bank has championed a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education to enrich the lives of individuals and businesses in the communities we serve. Our promise for a better tomorrow for generations to come is what sets Centier apart.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We saw 5 innings of shutout baseball from Aslan Farinelli, and he's going to hand it off to Caleb Short here in the top of the 6th, facing the top of the Pumas lineup in Ryan O'Farrell.
Coming in a pretty hard spot here with the top of the order due up.
First pitch. This one driven high and deep into right center.
Oh, no.
Underneath it,
Okay.
one away.
Oh, yes.
Didn't like the way that looked. That ball looked like it could be trouble.
I was really scared for a second. I was like, oh, no.
But there's one away here in the top of the 6th. Caleb Short, 1 pitch, 1 out. Welcome to the ball game.
Yeah, one heck of a way to get yourself accustomed to this game. First time we've seen Caleb Short all year, too.
Making his first appearance as a corn dog. Off to a good start. Goes fastball high, just high. Ball 1 to Michael McDowell.
He's got a lot of power in that fastball as well.
McDowell, a couple ground outs on the day. We'll see what Caleb Short can do with him. This pitch, fouled off of him. Bounced it right off the dirt, maybe back up into his chest.
I was going to say it looked like bounced into his hip almost.
It's strike 1. Caleb Short will take it either way. 1-1 here.
You know, Caleb Short, a product of Hobart, Indiana. First, like we said, first time we've seen him in a corn dog uniform this year.
1-1. Slings it in there. This is going to be a clean single up the middle for Michael McDowell. And there's one on here in the top of the 6th.
That's one way to come back after a foul ball comes up and ricochets back into your hip.
Yeah.
Is to have a single.
Didn't seem to hurt him too bad.
Not bad.
Now we got Ryan Vega with one out and one man on.
He's a vacuum at third base. He's almost at everything that has hit his way. He had a great catch on that line drive earlier.
Stifled at the plate so far.
Mm-hmm.
But to be fair, so was most of the Pumas lineup against Aslan Farinelli. First pitch he sees from Caleb Short, leaves it outside for ball 1.
Farinelli just shoved today. It was an absolute pitching masterclass from Farinelli.
Farinelli's final stat line, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, and 2 free passes given up in 5 innings of scoreless baseball as that pitch from Caleb Short is fouled back over the screen for strike 1.
That's his first start of the year.
First start of the year.
Great things are coming.
Boy, was it a good one.
If you can do that every time, that is yes.
1-1 from Caleb Short. Slings it
Ooh.
in, curveball. Can't quite get it to the inside corner. Ball 2.
I thought that was going to hit him on the elbow. Just barely. Grace gets right over his elbow.
2-1 now to Ryan Vega. Fastball. High and inside. Ball 3.
Caleb Short's got a really powerful fastball, I've noticed. Throws it hard. He's a hard thrower.
Kind of long and lanky. Just looks like he slings it to home
Yeah.
plate. A lot of power behind it. 3-1. This one's drilled single through the left side, and it's going to be first and second for the Pumas here.
Vega just casually, almost considerably walking down to first, just lightly jogging, and he threw the bat on the single.
Gio Luchetto, designated hitter now, coming to the plate with 2 on and 1 out in this top of the 6th.
This is big for the Pumas here. This is the most you've had on base so far this game.
See if he can settle down here to get this out. First pitch from Short. This one flown deep into center. Walters has it. Tag from second. He'll be in easily. As this ball rolls away in the infield, Corndogs got to be careful with it. It's corralled. It'll be first and third with 2 outs. Luchetto moves the runner. First and third for Dimitris Patharikis.
Yeah, Luchetto does his job there, getting the sac fly. But, yeah, I thought that was going to be gone. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to be at least a double or a home run because I was like, oh, no.
First pitch to Spartharikis. It's kind of sawed off. Max Finn running in on the short grounder. Throw to first. In time. What a play from Max Finn. He's been solid all day. Helped out on the stretch by John Connors there. And Caleb Short navigates a scoreless first inning of work here in the 6th. Corndogs lead at 8-0. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Quartered in Centier Bank, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. Corndogs leading the Pumas 8-0. We're going to see Billy Jones lead it off against Ethan Ostott. First pitch he sees, dropped in for ball one. Thought that might have very close call there.
Yeah. As you were telling me during the break, Tate, Billy Jones is a triple and a home run away from the cycle. But
this one popped up into short center,
Oh.
running for it, and that'll be the first out of the sixth for the Pumas.
I thought that had the possibility of dying like super quick and getting down.
Adam Walters up now. Had a very good day at the plate himself. 2 walks.
A lot of walks.
A lot of walks. Been a theme here in this game for the Pumas.
Just shows how patient they are. The
First
Corndogs
pitch from
are.
Ostad, foul, back over the screen, strike one, and Ostad gets ahead of Walters.
Yeah, but the amount of walks and foul balls the Corndogs have had today just shows their patience and also kind of aggressiveness at the plate.
0-1 here from the left-handed Ethan Ostad.
Ooh.
Drops it in for strike two.
It's a beautiful pitch.
Delayed call, got the outside corner, and that is a true 12-6. That
Yeah.
thing drops straight down.
Beautiful, beautiful pitch.
Payoff from Ostad. This one driven through the right side by Adam Walters. It's a single.
I was going to say, if you were wondering if Walters wished he could have swung on that first that first curveball he saw, but then he just singles it right back between the first baseman and second baseman. We got another lefty on lefty here.
John Connors coming to the plate with 1 out and 1 on to face Ethan Ostad for the second time. Walters got to be a little careful here with the left-handed. Ostad might have a pickoff move. This one bounced, and it'll be a fair ball as it was touched in the air in foul territory, but dropped, picked it up, stepped on the bag, nice and easy. 2 away, but Adam Walters will move to second, and that'll bring up the left-handed Jackson Petschke.
And I was just going to say, because you say Walters has got to watch out, Walters is also known to steal a base or two. He is quick.
He is quick.
He may be a pitcher or two-way player, but he is quick. Ooh.
Petschke watches it for strike one. Like we were saying, Adam Walters walked in his first at-bat and took off immediately the first pitch he was on base.
As I said, he pulled a Billy Jones. We see Billy Jones do that a lot.
0-1 fouled back to the screen, and Ostad gets ahead of Jackson Petschke. No balls, 2 strikes.
I think Ostad has been the softest throwing pitcher we've seen all year, and that is much needed in a pitching rotation. You need guys that could change speeds like that.
It's working for him. You could say that's his MO. He comes in and just kind of baffles people long enough to be effective. This one, looping curveball, barely fouled back to the screen.
It's a perfect example.
And Jackson Petschke very early on that, but managed to still get a piece of it.
Like Valencia came in, powerful thrower, hard thrower. And then you go to Ethan here, and he's just not lobbing it, but
0-2 outside for ball one.
There's a noticeable difference in the speed.
Very noticeable difference in speed, and it's kept the Corndogs hitters at bay so far. 1-2 from Ostad with 2 outs and a man on. In the dirt on the curveball, 2-2, and that'll bring up our 6th Deuces Wild of the game here in the bottom of the 6th.
That last game we got 11, and that was one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of. That just the comeback the Corndogs had, just to narrowly lose it at the end it sucked, but it was.
2-2 here, ripped through the right side. Walter's going to head for home.
Oh.
Cut off to the plate, not in time, and Walters runs Jackson Petschke into an RBI. Great base running and a better at-bat there from Jackson Petschke.
You saw Adam Walters just shoot around the third base right there and get into home right before the throw. I'd say he beat it by a few seconds. But that brings up Nolan Lasky.
Nolan Lasky with 1 man on. Had a subpar night at the plate for him. Not used to what we're seeing.
Not at all.
Ball 1 on the outside. Has a single on the night, but then a strikeout and a flyout when we're used to seeing 2 3-hit nights. We'll see if he can get up to 2 here. 1-0 count. So he'll take ball 2 on the outside, change up from Ostad.
Wonder if you're going to see Lasky be more patient here, wanting Ethan to throw him a strike.
2-0 from Ostad. Very small league over there by Petschke. This one turned on foul for strike 1. Ripped that one down the left field line.
Yeah, Lasky's power bat speed is crazy. And if he can barrel it up, we've seen it go very far for doubles, though.
Very powerful hitter. 2-1 from Ostad. Still keeping an eye on Petschke at first. As this one ripped into center field. It might have a chance.
Oh.
No, it's caught. Thought it was going to get over the head of O'Farrell, but it's caught to end the inning. Corndogs put up 1. It's 9-0 heading into the top of the 7th. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
Ordered in.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order.
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
A fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. We're going to see Tyler DeLuca take it over in the top of the 7th for the Corndogs. Saw one solid inning of work from
Caleb Short, I believe.
Caleb Short threw up a scoreless frame in the 6th, and Tyler DeLuca going to come in and take over now.
You know, we saw Tyler DeLuca pitch in the last home game for the Corndogs, and he shut down the Beavers, simply put. The Beavers had a big lead and a lot of momentum in that game, but Tyler DeLuca kept the Corndogs in the game to almost try and come back down. What was it, 14-5 when he came in?
I don't remember completely,
Yeah.
but I do remember that Tyler DeLuca was a big reason why the Corndogs made it as close as they did. A lot of off-speed, a lot of insane breaking pitches from Tyler DeLuca, and we'll see it on full display here.
Yeah, product of St. Xavier College in Chicago, and they have a championship mentality, as I've said last time. They won the CCAC both softball and baseball this year, so they are a powerhouse in that conference in multiple sports. So very championship-led mentality here by Tyler DeLuca.
First adversary is going to be Mark Ayers leading off the 7th here for the Pumas. Corndogs lead it 9-0. First pitch from the right hand, DeLuca. Fastball right down the middle, strike 1.
First time we're seeing Mark Ayers at bat. Wonder if he's related to the other Ayers on the team who he replaced.
0-1 here. Another fastball right down the middle, strike 2.
Tyler DeLuca is not messing around right now.
For any Euchre players out there, Tyler DeLuca is embodying the saying, lead 'em like you got 'em, blowing 2 fastballs right by. He'll go to a third, and it's popped back over the screen. Ayers stays alive on the 0-2.
Looks like Braylon Holland lost that in the lights looking back here because he just looks so confused. He looked really confused looking back, so must have lost it either in the light or just, I'm not quite sure, he just looked really lost.
0-2 payoff from DeLuca, and I bet we see a curveball here. Goes
and
to
he
it.
got him. Oh, no.
Can't get there. Leaves it outside. Ball 1. A lot of breaking movement on that pitch.
From what the fans sounded like out there, I thought he got him there.
1-2 from DeLuca now.
There it is.
Swung on and missed. He got him that time. Goes to the outside and draws a swing from Ayers to get the first out of the inning.
DeLuca just played mind games with Ayers there. Just straight mind games.
Went back to the same pitch twice, and you'll see Ty Kowalski, catcher for the Pumas tonight, with 1 away here in the 7th.
Kowalski, a good defensive catcher. Haven't seen much at the plate, I don't think, today, though.
DeLuca spikes his first pitch for ball 1. Not happy with himself there. Very much a control guy. You don't see a ton of those from DeLuca unless he's doing it on purpose.
Not at all.
1-0 to Kowalski. Fastball high and inside. Blows it by him for strike 1.
Perfect example right there.
Very well located fastball. We'll see what DeLuca comes with here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a backdoor curve.
Me neither.
He goes
Fastball
right down
yeah.
the middle. It's fouled down the left field line for strike 2.
Yeah, he threw fastball. He threw you for a loop.
He's got us all crossed up. Pumas hitters included. We'll see if he tries to blow another fastball by Kowalski here, if he tries to go to the curve. 1-2 payoff from DeLuca. He goes to the fastball in the dirt. Kowalski takes a hack at it, and he's going to take first base on the drop third strike. As I hate to say it, but that pitch was unblockable from Braylon Holland.
Yeah.
Ty Kowalski took a swing at it and takes an easy bag.
Like, as a pitcher, yeah, it's annoying for the drop third strike, but, like, I feel like you're like, man, I got him to swing. That was a really nasty pitch. Like,
it'll go down as a strikeout for DeLuca, but there'll be a man aboard with one out here for Nick Timmons. First pitch swinging, and he swings right through it for strike one.
Last time we saw Nick Timmons up, he was hit, I believe, on the hand. And then, did he steal? Or no, he was going to.
Hit over.
Hit over, that's what it was.
0-1 here from DeLuca. Inside fastball. Can't get it, ball one.
You know, DeLuca, as you said, more of a control pitcher, not normally what we see with him with this wild stuff. Wonder if he's trying to paint the corners here, though.
1-1. Goes to the corner there. Can't get it. 2-1. Went to that outside low at the knees on Nick Timmons and just missed it with the fastball.
I thought that was strike two there.
2-1. Still keeping an eye on Ty Kowalski over on first base. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Can't get it down. It's high and inside for ball three. Three balls, one strike for DeLuca.
DeLuca looking a little frustrated on the mound, though, after that call. Keeping an eye on Kowalski there at first.
See the 3-1 to Nick Timmons. Fastball in the dirt, and he walks him. It's first and second with one out, and that'll bring up Mateo Munoz, first lefty that DeLuca will face. No. Excuse me, second lefty that DeLuca will face. Ty Kowalski is also a left-hander.
We saw this with Caleb Short in the last half of the last inning, so we're hoping to see just the same result here. Quick outs.
First pitch to Mateo Munoz with one away here.
Ooh.
Way inside, doesn't get a piece of him. Runners will move, and it's second and third with one out now for Tyler DeLuca. Pitched himself into a bit of a jam here.
Yeah, DeLuca just spiked that ball a little bit. That Holland couldn't even get in front of it. That's the second time we've seen DeLuca and Braylon Holland not be on the same wavelength of, all right, I want it here, but I want to put it here, so it's
1-0 to Mateo Munoz. Goes to the fastball, and it's high and outside for ball two.
Wonder if DeLuca's getting a little jittery right now because we normally don't see this from him.
Yeah, usually very calm and level-headed. He seems to be in his own head a little bit here.
Rushing it.
2-0 pitch. Fastball
Ooh.
swung and fouled back into the glove of Braylon Holland. We can't lose another catcher.
He looked up, and I thought it got him there on the fall because he looked like he got hit, and I was like, oh, no, not again.
Holland going to talk to DeLuca. Maybe take a second for himself to shake that off.
Yeah, try and calm down DeLuca as well.
2 balls, 1 strike on Mateo Munoz. Second and third here with one out in the 7th. I believe this could be the last inning. 10-run rule after 7 innings is the rule here in the Collegiate Baseball League. See if the Corndogs can hold them here and put up 1. Could send the Pumas home early. This pitch, high fastball,
beautiful,
swung on and missed. It's 2-2, and DeLuca coming back fast after that meeting.
Just needed Holland to come down to talk to him, calm him down, and that's the Tyler DeLuca we're used to seeing right there.
Trying to finish off Mateo Munoz on the 2-2.
Oh.
This one popped high and deep into right field, running after it into foul territory. He makes the play. Runner will come home from third, and it'll be 9-1 now. And at this point, you trade outs for runs, but you almost think if you almost be a smart play to let that one fall over there in right field.
No, I agree. And that is who's in right field? Costaba, right? Because it's not Billy Jones.
Drew
Castiba's out there in right. Made a great play all the way to get over to the ball.
Run will score on that play. That'll bring up O'Farrell, who fouls the first pitch he sees, back over the screen for strike one. It's 9-1 Corndogs now.
Just came right back to the press box.
DeLuca with 2 outs here in the 7th. Trying to end this inning for him. 0-1 pitch. Curveball.
Beautiful
drops
pitch.
it in outside
Beautiful
corner.
pitch.
Painted from Tyler DeLuca, and it's 0-2 here against Ryan O'Farrell.
I believe they are teammates at St. Xavier, so this is an interesting matchup here.
Payoff pitch. Goes to the fastball.
Ooh, he
leaves
knew
it
it.
high and inside, and he really wanted that one.
He knew it.
Spin on the mound from Tyler DeLuca.
He knew it, too. He wants that one bad. He wants that one back bad.
1-2 now from DeLuca. Big leg kick. Drops
there
it.
It is.
Got him looking. The check swing, and it's a strike anyway. Tyler DeLuca gets the strikeout, gives up 1 in the top of the 7th. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Corndogs leading at 9-1. You're listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports Network.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Armed with a rich history of family ownership and a workforce that's committed to putting people first, Centier Bank fosters a workplace of community building, philanthropy, and financial education. A long-lasting legacy of family ownership dedicated to generations of clients is what sets Centier apart. Trust the integrity, experience, and personal service of Centier, Indiana's largest private family-owned bank. For more information, go to Centier.com.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking hand.
Welcome back to Legacy Fields. I'm Tate Hildebrandt with Mason Waters. Pumas plate 1 in the top of the 7th. We're here in the bottom of the 7th, and we're going to see a pitching change for the Pumas.
It's Pumas.
It's going to be Colin Knuckles taking over for Ethan Ostott. Colin Knuckles, an imposing presence on the mound. 6'7", 240 pounds.
That is a big man.
And he's going to face Drew Costiba in his first at-bat.
Ooh.
Way up in the eyes of Costiba for ball 1.
Yeah, Knuckles, a product of Johnson and Wales University, going into his junior season this upcoming year.
1-0 to Drew Costiba. Fastball outside, ball 2.
Yeah, no, that is an intimidating presence on the mound, which is Colin Knuckles.
Kind of giving Paul Skeens vibes up
Yes, 100%.
Costiba with a walk. 0 for 3 today with that walk, and he's 2-0 here.
He made a good play in right field, though, the last half of the inning. I mean, the run scored, but it was the way he just tracked it down from where he was. So
takes that up in his eyes for ball 3. 3-0 pitch here from Knuckles. Slings in the fastball, gets it upper half of the zone, and it's 3-1.
Knuckles looked like he wanted that one.
And he got it there. 3-1 to Drew Costiba. Swung on, fouled down the left field line on the ground, and it's now 3-2.
Costiba's battling here. But, yeah.
Knuckles fighting back from that 3-0 count. Now we'll see a full count with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch from Knuckles.
Ooh.
Hits Costiba. He takes it off the arm.
How many hit batters is that for the Corndogs today?
3 or 4.
I was going to say, I want to say 4. Knuckles, very fun name to say, mind you. Throws hard. He does throw hard. I'm not surprised there. He throws really hard.
Costiba takes the free ride, and it'll be Ryder Fernandez with a man on. Pick over to check up on Costiba. not in time. Ryder Fernandez with a couple of near highlights in the field today. Struggling at the plate so far. He's 0 for 3. See if he can turn it around. Takes a strike on the outside corner. Very good fastball.
That's a beautiful pitch
from Colin Knuckles.
Great pitch. Just getting it where he wants it. Beautiful fastball.
0-1.
Ooh,
inside,
again.
And he hits Fernandez. That's 2 in a row hit batsman for Colin Knuckles. And it'll be first and second for Max Finn.
I was going to say, Knuckles back-to-back hit batters. Is there a rule that isn't it if you hit, I believe it's if you hit 3 batters, you're out?
Not sure about that, but if it is, he is in dire straits here.
And I don't know if the Pumas have another pitcher they can use because I don't see any action. I mean, granted, he just came in the game, but having some command issues, it looks like.
First pitch to Max Finn, taken low in the zone for strike 1.
Knuckles has definitely got the stuff. He's just looking like he has some command issues right now.
Max Finn with 2 walks, singled his last time up. Now with 2 men on and nobody out in the 7th.
Ooh.
He swings through that slider, and that
Perfect
was
example.
Filthy from Colin Knuckles. Haven't seen it yet, and it was disgusting.
Disgusting. Like, oh, my goodness.
Payoff to Max Finn. Goes to the slider. It's in the dirt. Takes off for third, and he's in there. Drew Costiba steals the bag on the ball that got away, and it's now second and third. And it's 1-2 to Max Finn.
Costiba making it a really close play over there from Kowalski.
Kowalski, very good throw down. Found that quickly after it got away from him.
Great defensive catcher.
1-2 payoff from Knuckles. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Very good defensive swing, from Max Finn as he stays alive on that one.
I think Knuckles is going to go back to this breaking ball here.
And after seeing what the first one did, I don't see why not.
Yeah, exactly, because it was disgusting.
1-2 from Colin Knuckles. Goes to it again, and it's in the dirt for ball 2.
Knuckles losing the count a little bit here.
Max Finn worked back to a 2-2.
Max Finn played great defensively today. Great defensive shortstop.
Runners second and third. This fastball in the dirt, and it's 3-2. He came all the way back, and we're going to see a full count here with nobody out. Runners on second and third for the Corndogs here in their bottom of the 7th.
I thought that was going to get by Kowalski there, and we were possibly going to see a steal of home.
Colin Knuckles coming to the plate. Fastball below the zone, and it's going to be a walk for Colin Knuckles. 2 hits batsman and a walk. Load the bases for Braylon Holland.
Braylon Holland in a very big spot here right now. Can blow this game up more than it already is blown open. Colin Knuckles comes in the game and just kind of looking like he's got letting the nerves get to him almost.
That pitch.
And having some command issues. Definitely some command issues here from Knuckles early.
Easy take from Braylon Holland. He has a walk in this game so far since he came in the 4th.
Kind of got thrust into the game with the injury to the catcher.
1-0 from Knuckles. This is low and inside. It's ball 2.
If you're Braylon Holland here, and if you're the head coach of the Corndogs, don't swing. Don't swing until he throws you a strike, like you said earlier. Like, just don't swing.
2-0 here from Knuckles. Fastball right down the middle, and it's swung on and punched through the right side. Second baseman knocks it down, but there's nobody to cover first. And this will score a run, and it's 10-1. Bases are still loaded. We're going to see the top of the lineup come up here in Billy Jones.
Nick Timmons he made a great effort for the ball. It just kind of spiked it because nobody was coming first.
Ayers was ranging towards second base, thinking he had a chance at it, which left Knuckles to cover the bag. He was a little bit late to it. Throw wasn't there, and I think they ruled that a single.
I do too.
That's in for a base hit.
I don't think that was an error.
Billy Jones with the bases loaded takes that curveball inside for ball 1.
I thought we were about to see our third hit batter this inning almost. But this is where you want to be if you're the Corndogs, the top of the order. Billy Jones and Adam Walters right now.
Nobody out and the bases loaded. 1-0 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Backhanded by the second baseman. Flipped to second. throw to first is not in time. They get the out at second. Another run will score. It's 11-1 Corndogs. There's now one out in this
here we
top
go.
of the seventh. And that's going to be it. That is 10 runs after 7 innings, and it's going to be a walk-off thrown out at first for Billy Jones. Does the job, gets it home. Corndogs win it at home over the new Lenox Pumas 11-1. As the story today for the Corndogs was just dominant pitching from everyone that came in the game.
Player of the game, though, I think.
Player of the game got to be Aslan Farinelli.
Yeah.
Came in, 5 innings of shutout baseball, 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, 2 walks. And that is going to be it from Legacy Fields tonight. I'm Tate Hildebrandt, joined by Mason Waters. Corndogs win it 11-1 here at home. You've been listening to Corndogs Baseball on Jet TV and Region Sports.